and welcome to your full moon in January. It's January, the first full moon of 2025, January 13th, 2025. We are now in the full moon gate period time. So, what that means is that we will be navigating from the moon being completely full as the moon releases and lets go as it goes into the full moon. And so here is what we should be looking at and focusing on releasing during this time of the full moon gate. Okay, so we have illusion coming in. I have a new setup for my screens. Like, where is everything? So illusion followed by potential coming in. And so this is really not, and we're going to also have, looks like Angel Raphael, the provider of healing, mind, body, and spirit, is also coming in for this reading. Now, what this is talking about is this releasing this illusion. And what I'm really hearing, especially with the potential card coming in right after, is that the request here, the ask here, is for you to actually stop allowing the illusion that your dreams are unobtainable, to actually remembering that there is so much potential within yourself that you have the ability to create anything that you want to do. Now, I know right now is not the time to actually start going into things. We just went to 2025. There's a lot of push on resolutions and making resolutions happen, but we're still in the dream time. We're still in winter. And so the illusion that we want to let go of right now is the impossibility. What we want to be looking at is the belief, instead of holding on to the fact that it's an illusion, is actually believing that the possibility of your dreams to come true. So embracing the truth, embracing your wants and your desires into being beliefs. And so we're releasing the illusion of the impossibility, and we are stepping into the potential. We are starting to call in the potential of what is available during this time period. What is it that we can allow? Yeah, we threw those illusions right out the window. And so we've got this angel Raphael coming in. This is really coming in for any of our healers, any of our, not for our healers, but this is mind, body, and spirit healing. So this is really coming in for that mind. What's happening within your mind that is preventing you from seeing that your dreams are a possibility, that your dreams hold potentials, that what you really want and what you really feel needs to happen. So there's some healing, there's some construct breaking is what I'm feeling coming from this, is really this need to let go of what people have told you your whole life. There's this feeling that there's been this constructs, these boxes that have been placed over you, so that's not possible. What we have learned, if anything that we have learned, especially if you're a millennial, like, really, friends, look at all those things that they said we couldn't do, that we turned around and just started doing. All the jobs, all the ways we wanted to live, we wanted to travel, we wanted to experience new things. Well, that's what we're doing right now. We're finding money through different ways. We are learning that there is so much potential besides what that modern construct is that they led us to believe. Right? They told us that we had to go get CEO jobs and we had to go do this, but look at everybody who's finding new ways. Welcome my cat, who's finding her own way around what we are doing. And so, gotta love animals when they come in to tell you. Cats, man, they do what they want. Regardless of what you ask them to do, they will be where they want to be. And so it's almost like taking that attitude of the cat. I want this. I don't know how it's going to get it. They jump to impossible heights to reach the things that they want. They knock things down. They test their boundaries. She just threw a bunch of my cards on the ground. And she left to the beginning. And so there's this letting go and this legends card also coming in, because we're going to take this cat energy that we've got going on right now. And so this letting go of those constructs, what we were just talking about. And then the legends, Who is it that shows you the path? There's so many people right now that are showing us the way of things that we can get done, the way that we can move through this reality in a way that hadn't been done before. And it's not that you have to do it exactly how they did, but take inspiration that they were leading the charge in what they were trying to do. I mean, even all the great people. For some reason, whenever I see this legend cards, the person that comes to mind most immediately for me is Joan of Arc, in the way that she was told she couldn't do something and she went and did it anyways. Right? So who is it that inspires you? Who inspires you? And because they get to do whoever they want to do. Right now, my cat is the one who is inspiring me because she is doing whatever she pleases at this moment. And hopefully we can get by with minimal interruption from her. And so give me just a second. I'm going to see which one she threw to the ground to see what other inspiration Miss Sassafras Jones has added to our reading today. Because, cats, man. So we have confrontation and we have epiphany, see clarity. We have the confrontation, choose your battles wisely. So really right here is like when we are looking at this need to let go of these constructs, it's like what battles are actually achievable for you right now. What I'm really feeling with this card is this, like, knowing when it's the right time to actually confront those fears of yours, to confront those that darkness that's held within you, to actually take a moment and know when you have the correct strength, when you have the correct mindset, when you have the correct um all I'm feeling is like oomphness to actually take charge. Just even thinking about my cat, there's moments where she just gives in because she knows she's not going to win. And then there's times where she just decides to do it anyways because, well, she's feeling like she should. And so it's really just taking that moment to understand when the right time it is for you to seek out that confrontation. Is it really a confrontation, or do you need to let go of where is it? And or do you need to let go of some of those conversations that you've had that have been blocking that potential that you're sinking in your mind? Do you need to let go of some of those illusions so that way when this confrontation comes up, it's not necessarily a confrontation for yourself. What it is a confrontation of your own emotions. And if we're letting go of some of those emotions and those illusions so that we can see the full potential of where we're supposed to be, um, we can really start getting these epiphanies when we really start clearing our mind, when we really start letting go of things and picking the right times and the right battles to walk into, that we can actually see more clearly, to allow those aha moments to come through. So we're gonna, like I said, I threw it across the room. So we've got the letting go of the illusions during this time period. So this is from the full moon to the new moon, letting go of the illusions of the impossibility of what you want to achieve in your life. And part of that is going to be letting go of some of those emotions, letting go of some of that confrontation that you're facing. And I really feel like this is hitting against your own walls, the confrontations that you are, the self-doubt, the unworthiness, like really taking a look at where did those stem from, what came from that, and going back with that archangel Raphael and that healing. It's time to heal. It's time to validate yourself for the self-worth, to know that your dreams are possible, to know that there's potential, to know that things that may seem wildly unobtainable aren't as wildly unobtainable, and that it just takes a refocus. It just takes a mindset check. It just takes you finding the right time to confront what you need to do. So sometimes it's not even just like a confrontation where we're like in a battle. It's like having the right attitude or having the right mindset when you're stepping in to this new reality for yourself of what you want. This making sure that there's no overwhelm that's coming for you within that time, within those confrontations. And sometimes that confrontation, man, is just in our own mind telling us that we shouldn't be doing something because let's face it, some of us have had a lot of trauma, and when we step outside of the norm of what's kept us safe for so long, kept us hidden, kept us small, our nervous system actually tells us that when we are stepping out of that boundary again, that we are stepping into a place that's unsafe, that it doesn't know what to do because now we are doing things that we have trained our entire life not to do. And so those confirmation is battling up against your own self nervous system and understanding that no, you are the adult, you are safe, you are worthy, and you are deserving. And so how to build yourself up in this time period, looking at different ways. And it's not like you have to shoot for the moon here. This is just adding something simple, even if it's just a daily affirmation that says, I like to write on my mirror different affirmations, even if it's just an affirmation that says for you that you are worthy. So when you look in your mirror, you get to see it and you get to read it out loud and you get to see your face that says, I am worthy. And it can be as simple as that during this next time period. I am worthy. Or even an affirmation of there is potential everywhere if I open my eyes. So what emotions can we look at during this time period to help set down some of that unworthiness? Is what we're going to be pulling here next, is to see what kind of emotions that we should be looking at to help release some of that confrontation, that inner self critic confrontation that we are having, that's allowing these illusions that we can't get what we want. What is it that we should be looking at during this time period of this full moon gate? So what we've got coming in is help from above, which this one came in reverse. For when cards come in, and I should have said it earlier, but when cards come in reverse for me, this is really an awareness. So look at, we've got help from above, and we've got our Archangel Raphael. For me, this is really ringing in true that you've kind of let go of some of that spiritual love, that spiritual possibility, that there are guardians around you that are going to help create these epiphanies for you, disconnected from that world. I mean, it doesn't even have to be above. That's just like our construct that it is above. It could be the earth. It could be creatures like my cat. It could be different. It could be your connection with a tree, with the stones, with the waters. There's so many different ways that we can seek help. And so what this is saying, what I'm really feeling the awareness here, is that there's been this disconnection, that you have gotten so interlocked within yourself that you can't see, that you're not allowing yourself to see what is there. And some of these epiphanies that come in actually come in with the help, with the help of the angels, with the help of the divine, with the help of the earth. Sometimes it's just even just getting to see a rainbow at the right moment, or a cat wandering across your screen when we really didn't ask her to. So really stepping into that, letting go of the illusions, these legends, like who's a legend that you can look at for inspiration, that maybe they too were in the same boat with you. They struggled with something. For me right now, what I'm really looking at is I've been writing a lot and posting a lot of blogs. And so I'm connecting with a whole bunch of people that had this same problem. I'm dyslexic. They had writing issues. They were told they'd never be a writer, they could never write, and they're got these huge subscribers. And so I'm using them for inspiration to keep going, to know that I could do it too, to let go of that, to let go of the illusion that just because I have a disability does not mean that I can't reach my dreams. And you can do the same thing. And so there are people out there, there's people behind in this world, there are people, what I see within the veil, that are actually here to help you if you're just willing to believe just even a little bit, and believe in yourself, and to believe that you're worthy. And so that's what we have going on for this full moon gate, is really stepping into that understanding that you're worthy of what you want. And if you're having a hard time figuring that out, if you're having a hard time believing that, and daily affirmations is something you're already doing, there are definitely different healers out there that can work with you, I myself included, that can get down to the root issue of who it is that keeps this narrative going for you, that the potential that is around you is limited. It's not limited. What's limited is your mindset around the potential. And so there are mindset workers that can help you with, including myself, that can help you heal. Our angel Raphael is here to remind you that it is not just your body healing. It's mind, body, and spirit. So I hope that that is helpful for you during this January full moon, and I will see you for the dark moon gate period, coming up here at the end of January before the full moon, sorry, before the new moon. So I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope this helps, and I will leave my details in the comments below. So if you're interested in any sessions, I have a session that literally you can just spill, it's called Spill the Tea, where you can just verbal vomit whatever is on your mind, and we can shift through and see where some of this is coming from. Have a beautiful day and a happy full moon.